Sit down, shut your mouths,
and watch The Gift of Gabe. Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. What a episode of Dynamite, the second to last one before we get to World's End next Saturday. Oh my freaking god, so much great stuff, great matches, great future moments and returns coming for this year and the rest of what will be the beginning of 2025. Oh my god, dude. Let's just stop talking about it and let's start gabbing about it. First things first, dudes, get hype, because we already got the return of Bandito coming in 2025. The most wanted man. But now, I hear the battle cry. The devil's sky. The one-winged angel flies. Are you ready to go? Are you ready for this? Kenny Omega is coming back. We got the first vignette for his soon-to-be return. And I am so hyped, dude. Let's go. We haven't seen him overall since May, back when he got taken out by the rest of the Elite and Jack Perry, Okada, and the Young Bucks. But overall, we haven't seen him in ring rise for over a year, since pretty much this time last year, because that's when he got announced that he had diverticulitis, and he had been sick, honestly, really sick for a while. So it begs the question: when exactly does he come back? I think no matter what, he comes back on the first Dynamite. Fight for the Fallen 2025. First of many shows to be streaming live on Max. I think that's when we hear his music and the place erupts. FTR did mention that they're coming back to kick off 2025 to fight the Death Riders, and they said they ain't coming alone. Personally, I kind of think that might be Adam Copeland. I know I heard some stuff that maybe he won't done filming yet, but I think it's Adam Copeland. Because I feel like they're calling a friend. But hey, maybe I could be wrong, and maybe it is Kenny Omega that they're calling. But personally, I feel like I'm going to go the route of it's Adam Copeland. It turns into it's like a trios match, and then Death Riders are trying to beat him up afterwards, and then boom, you hear Kenny's music, and it's like, yo, dude, do you feel the chills? Let's freaking go! I'm so hype. The rest of 2024 is going to be so good. We don't got much left, but it's going to be so good. And then 2025, man. 2025 is going to lead to some special times for all Elite Wrestling, man. It's going to be so damn good.
Yes.
Guys, tonight's C2 action was incredible, and it set up amazing stuff for the future going into 2025. First things first, let's talk about Shelton versus Mortos. That was incredible. Shelton just looks like $1 million freaking bucks, dude. What are we playing, man? I just love it, and I love how he wins every match so convincingly. After he hits that thrust kick, it's just beating your ass until he decides to hit you with that T-bone. 1, 2, 3, done. And then he even beat up Daniel Garcia and Mark Briscoe after the match, because they tried to fight the Hurt Syndicate. when we hurt people, but obviously they failed, and he held up the TNT Championship. I really want Shelton to make it to the C2 semifinals, somehow fight Ospreay, but that match will happen someday, so I'm fine with it. So it looks like we could be getting Shelton versus Garcia for the TNT title once the tourney is over, and I do like it. On one hand, I don't want Garcia to lose the championship so soon after winning, because he's only held it for a month. But if it were to be to Shelton, I feel like that's something we could all commonly agree with, being I don't love he lost the title, but the fact that he gave it to Shelton, I think we could all be we'll accept it. We'll even like it. So, honestly, that he's going to win the TNT title anyway. But if it's at World's End, I ain't going to complain. And in terms of Darby and Ospreay, dude, this whole C2 has been incredible. I said that they were going to find a way to top last year, and they are doing it, but this is one of those matches we circled on the damn freaking calendar, because we were this match is going to be so special. And it was. Honestly, I was expecting Ospreay to win, but I still think Ospreay is still going to make the semifinals anyway. Darby could too. I didn't think Darby was going to make the semifinals, but the way he's going, he very well could. You never know. But the match, incredible. And, they love how they segued from that right into the Death Riders and the main event was coming out, because you got to keep setting up more of the big guys to come for the Death Riders, put an end to them trying to take over AEW and take the AEW World Championship off Moxley. You got Darby, who's going to try doing it, and then I mentioned before, I think it's going to be Will Ospreay, who's actually going to be fighting against Mox at Grand Slam Australia and tries to take the title off him. And eventually, we're going to incorporate guys like Swerve into this, and then I think when Kenny comes back, he'll try his hand, but I think he's going to be the sole reason why Hangman starts going back to the light, and actually we see Hangman go after Mox one-on-one, babyface again, or at least somewhat tweener, where he's actually like leaning, like giving Cowboy shit, and possibly see Hangman fight for the AEW World Championship. And then you never know, the curveball of Eddie Kingston finally being able to come back and join this story, and dude, I can only freaking wish, bro. Only freaking wish. But overall, again, blending so much of great storytelling into the awesome C2 action. It's absolutely incredible. It's so great of a way to close out 2024 and set us up for 2025. That's going to be just magic and lead to so much more magic for years and years and years and years to come here for AEW. What feels like it's going to end up being like a second thriving base for them. Maybe one that's even more earned than the first one. So, let's just freaking go. Everybody. Marvelous.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came!
Speaking of the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley and his Death Riders, they ended up getting the win over Hangman, Jay White, and Orange Cassidy just 10 days before they will all meet in a fatal four-way for the world title at World's End. And, you know, it was a classic can they coexist story, and they could not. Hangman dipped like halfway through because, you know, him and Jay White, never here. And they have to be here even just for a second in order to have any chance against beating Moxley and taking that world title at World's End. And at the end of the day, Orange Cassidy ended up getting the shit part of that stick because they're literally arguing with each other. Mox rolls in the ring, 1, 2, 3, rolls up Cassidy, and Orange's face is just like, you mother effers, are you kidding me? They're able to fight off the Death Riders afterwards, but you can just see these guys they can't even coexist just to get to the pay-per-view. It seems like they're barely going to make it, and they definitely are not going to be walking out as the AEW World Champion. Like I said, I did think Jay White was going to be the one to go for the title against Mox one-on-one at Grand Slam Australia, but now that Will Ospreay looks like he's getting into the story, rightfully so, I think it could end up being Will Ospreay versus Mox, to be perfectly honest. And I do think that with Kenny coming back, he's going to be the one that is able to lure Hangman back, and if they decide to go that route, because Darby is freaking for real climbing Mount Everest, Hangman could be the one that takes the AEW World Championship off of Jon Moxley if they decide to go that route. Everyone says Hangman's the main character of AEW. He's been it before. He's been it a lot of times in the past 5 years. Maybe it's time for him to do it again, and this time be the one that beats Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Dethrones the one true king. But either way, I'm looking forward to this Fatal 4-Way at World's End. It is going to be awesome. It is going to be an instant classic. And, like, I know some people are like, some people are here on the Death Rider story, some people are like, here, trust me, we're all going to be here soon, starting in 2025. Feel it bubbling on the surface, dude. It's going to be so sick. Maybe it's going to give us just the right amount of cowboy shit. Okay, guys, that is Dynamite. We are done. Put it in the rearview mirror. We are done. Tonight's Dynamite was incredible. Mercedes versus Anna. That was super dope. We are building World's End up to be so awesome. I cannot wait for it. In just 10 more days. Let's go. It's going to be a great way to close out 2024. Just by freaking God, dude. I am so excited. So, SmackDown this week and Raw this coming week were taped. I will not reveal any spoilers or so that I will do Gift of Gabe episodes, but they'll be like a little more condensed here on YouTube because, you know, spoiler episodes, some major stuff happens, but it always kind of feels like, yeah. But don't worry, I will still be doing what I'm doing because, like I said, World's End is coming out in 10 days, and for WWE, we're building towards that first Raw on Netflix, which is going to be super stacked with matchups like Punk and Rollins, Reigns versus Solo, and Cena and Rock scheduled to appear. Dude, it's going to be insane. You're not going to want to miss any of these shows going down. You're certainly not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and most importantly, keep on remembering that when it comes to talking wrestling, who I already gab with, then Gabe right here. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed Dynamite tonight. It was super awesome. But I gotta go, so deuces puces, and I'll see you guys after SmackDown this Friday. So happy holidays. Get out of here.